Hello my lovelies, today I'm sharing with you my top fragrances from the big houses of fashion. So I picked Guerlain, Dior, Chanel and Armani, and if I had to pick just one fragrance from these houses to keep, I would choose these because to me these are the best personally from these houses. So let's do it. By the way, my name is Monica. I don't know if I've said that or not, but it is. And subscribe to this channel if you enjoy perfume videos and stuff like that. First one, Armani. I think you don't have to look far to know which fragrance I would choose. I love this fragrance. And guys, there's more coming from Armani Privé. And I'm on the wait list, and as soon as they're in, I'm going to tell you my opinion about these. But this is my favorite from the Privé line, together with the vanilla one in the turquoise bottle. But this one I would choose and keep for life. To me, this is creamy, spicy, delicious, sexy, everything that I want in a fragrance. Such high quality white flowers. To me, white flowers can really be done wrong in a fragrance. They can be awful, just like they can reek. They can just destroy a fragrance if they're done in a cheap way. This, it's creamy. It's so creamy. It kind of smells like suntan lotion. It's incredibly sexy, and it's a fragrance that I'm obsessed with it. And I love how it gives you a nice cloud around you when you wear it. But it's like a soft cloud. It's not, it's kind of like a personal fragrance, but then when you're with somebody, they'll be able to smell it. But it's because it's so soft, it's not screaming. I love this one in the fragrance. Next one, Guerlain. Guerlain I love because there's not many houses of fashion that produce their own fragrances. Because usually other houses, they just say to like a lab or somebody like, oh, make us a fragrance. But Guerlain, Chanel and Dior, I think are the only, pretty much nearly the only houses that still make their own fragrances in-house. And they even grow their own plants for fragrances and stuff. Like Chanel has got their own island of camellias, I believe. Also crazy. But Guerlain is, I think, one of the best perfume houses. They start with fragrance. They are like the OG perfume house. They just should be celebrated way more. And my favorite fragrance personally from them is a bit more surprising, I would say. Aqua Allegoria Coconut Fizz. This is a very light scent, and I do love Mon Guerlain a lot, but this one I just find myself wear it so much because it's watery, coconutty, but like coconutty in a fresh way. Like if you were to drink a fresh coconut, that sort of coconutty, not a heavy coconut cream. This is kind of watery, smells a bit like watermelon. It's super refreshing, so cozy, and smells amazing on the skin. I find that it really changes each time I wear it. It has different nuance to this fragrance, especially in the summer, and I don't find many summer fragrances that I love, but this one, there's this whole line of fresh fragrances for the summer is amazing, but this one in particular I just love to death. Next one is Dior, and Dior was the hardest one because I probably love Dior as a fragrance house the most from like the big fashion houses, but I had to pick this one. You guys will know it if you've watched my channel. This fragrance, even though I own many of the special private collection fragrances that are much more expensive, but yet this is just so good. Like, there's nothing better than this fragrance in the house of Dior. This is just delicious oriental vanilla. I get so passionate when I talk about this fragrance. It's a bit minty, it's vanilla, very spicy, dark and moody. When I wear it, I feel like I don't know, I've got like 100 Birkin bags, and it's just such a nice, different, moody fragrance that I think many niche houses are trying. They're like, replicating this or making this fragrance and changing it a little bit. Sorry guys, but you haven't succeeded. This is still the best out there. And although I love many fragrances from Dior, this would be the one I would keep, and I could get rid of everything else. And Chanel. Coromandel from Chanel is my go-to one that I would keep. This is spicy, full-bodied. This can be worn by a guy or a woman. I remember this one time I wore this at the airport, and it was a very nasty experience because the flight was like delayed by I think 6 hours and everything was closing, and I was like, I need a pick-me-up. So I went to the Chanel counter and there was nobody there. I just sprayed myself so much with this fragrance, and it was winter, so I had like a massive scarf. I just went to town, and I remember just sleeping on this chair at the airport, and oh my gosh, this fragrance was like, I can't focus on sleeping because this fragrance is so amazing. It's patchouli, but the patchouli is so earthy and so like, I love the patchouli, how it just really is very strong towards the dry down. Then you just get some white chocolate, spices. It's so well blended, such a complex fragrance. I think if you're used to like Coco Mademoiselle, you might not really like this fragrance because it's so patchouli heavy. But if you love patchouli in Coco Mademoiselle and you love comforting but different sort of scents, this, when you just spray and wear, such a long-lasting scent and definitely a signature worthy scent. Kind of smells more mature than young, but it's one of those classics, like a Chanel Classic Flap. Like Chanel Classic Flap and Coromandel, same level of classic status, I would say. Let me know what is your one fragrance from each house, Guerlain, Chanel, Dior and Armani, that you would pick. I didn't do all the houses because there's so many and I don't own anything from Fendi or Valentino, but let me know if I should do more of these videos. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.